Yo, we're back.
Rolling.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Yo, we're getting closer. 3 weeks out.
That was fine. How was your first week? Like,
first week.
I got the SBD footage.
Yes.
How was the rest of the week?
Honestly, it was pretty chill. Lifts are feeling good. My body's back in action. Obviously, last block in a bit of shambles, but we're feeling pretty good. Today we got some squats, bench, and deadlift. And yeah, we got load caps. So basically, I'm putting cap gel. That's not gonna be fun, but it's better to stay in cap gel and pace the right way. Yeah. So today we got 716 on squat and deads, and then we got like 440 something on bench. So you know, an easy little week too.
Okay.
And that's it.
There you go. Do you feel the energy already kind of like dipping off already? You said like first week you're like, all right, bet I'm good.
Yeah.
You already feeling dipping off already?
Yeah, yeah. Like I had a session on Monday, and usually, like, you know that feeling where you're like under a squat and you're just like, yo, I feel good. Like that bar's just feeling comfortable. I had that feeling, and I haven't had that feeling since before Worlds. Yo, it's getting scary out here, bro. It's getting scary out here.
I'm kind of excited. I'm not gonna lie.
Right?
This is like, it's one thing to like prepare yourself for like a local meet, but this is like this is the biggest. Like, you can't.
This is the Super Bowl, baby.
Literally.
Yeah, but you know what's so funny? You know how many
I have a quick question.
What do you got?
Do you feel like you're at the point of your career where you feel like you're a celebrity?
No.
Really?
I mean, like, for me.
Okay, at least in powerlifting. Do you feel like you're like a powerlifting celebrity? Like, we got the Russell Orhe, the Jesuses. Do you feel like the Bobs, the Rushkas, the Rondells, do you feel like you're a household name or you're slow? Like, I feel like you're definitely approaching for sure.
I feel like I'm getting there.
But do you feel like you're there sometimes?
No. I don't feel like I'm there yet. I feel like I'm getting there. I feel
Bro
like
had the whole SBD commercial though.
I know.
That's
I know.
SBD.
I feel
like, come on.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm there, but at the same time, I feel like I'm not there. I feel like I gotta continue to make this this career, this resume a little bit bigger.
Gotcha.
I don't know. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. And obviously, we're going on the whim here, making a series, trying to put out content for you all. So we're getting there. That was delicious.
Okay.
That was delicious. We're about to light this top set up. Like I said, now it's at that point where we only have so many singles, like less than on it. We have like 3 singles left. Whatever.
Do you use like a calendar? How are you keeping track of it? Do you just go by your training days? Are you doing a calendar, like a countdown?
I'm going by every Thursday. That's my SBD day every week.
Gotcha.
It's like my primary session, so everyone we check off, we're right there, man. It's quite crazy how fast time's going. I remember just getting my invite to Sheffield like it was yesterday. Man, I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm so excited you guys to see this journey too, man. This is exciting stuff. I get so excited when I unrack and I just feel the whip of the bar, and it's doing everything in its power to just buckle me at the knees. And when you stand up strong after that rep, it's like, it's the best feeling, bro. Like, I can't describe it, but if you're watching this, I mean, I'm sure you know. There's no better feeling. The squat is a true testament of willpower and mental dexterity, and it's scary, bro, but it's fun, you know? So.
The speed.
That was like so easy that it kind of hurt.
Really?
Yeah, I was snappy. You gotta control a little bit better at the lockout, because that was just like snappy, bro. I'm like coming back too.
Yeah.
Salt took me out a little bit. But we're ready, bro. We're ready. We're gonna smoke these back offs. And then we got pulls, same thing, 716 on the menu. I think 716 is a really good segue to know like how I'm feeling. So if that's what we did on week 2, that's my heaviest week 2 ever, I think. So we're peaking, baby. We're peaking. 700.
I can never.
I didn't even tell you how much it was. Yeah. Just go.
All right, your turn. Go.
Nice and easy. Honestly, back off work is like it's my kryptonite, so. Sorry. Just take a wet rag. Yeah, so that was Pops.
Oh, dude, that's Pops?
Yeah, it's Pops.
Oh, okay.
So my half sister's here. She's doing a little strength conditioning course. So that's cool. You know, they were watching the top set, watching the back offs. Gives you a little bit of an extra edge. He'll be there at Sheffield, so you know, it's like can't fail in front of Pops. So that's cool. But now we're gonna drop again. Get through these squats. Make pulls glorious, and then we got our bench. So. You know, week 2 vibes, that's it. Nice and chill, even though I'm out of breath.
Are you a DC or Marvel guy?
I'm more of a Marvel guy, honestly.
Marvel?
Yeah.
Okay.
I know, I'm kind of lame. But dude, like ever since I was, I don't know, probably like 10 years old. Okay, so I had an obsession with the Hulk, bro. And I think that's why I'm so tied to Marvel. Just because the Hulk. But obviously, over the years, the Hulk was kind of nerfed to shit, I feel like.
I agree.
So I've been kind of let down. But like 2003 Hulk, 2008 Hulk,
Can't top
undeniable.
that, yeah. Can't
Undeniable, bro.
Can't top that.
Right now, I'm in education, and so I work in a special education setting. So it's very mentally exhausting, but I feel that it's super rewarding work, especially when things start to click for them. So that's what I do my day job, and then obviously my second job is this.
Basically
So
Batman.
yeah, bro, Batman. You know,
Basically
like
Batman.
literally. So it's a nice duality. I mean, I feel like I'm always busy, and that's good. I think almost in a way, kind of how I treat it is when I get ready for a meet, I almost taper off, obviously in the gym, but I'll also taper my workload during the day. So like my 9-to-5 job, maybe I'll take like a day or two off before I actually, you know, set out for travel.
Yeah.
That's almost a taper in itself, because think about it, like all the mental stimulation, just walking around and doing whatever, it's a lot. But yeah, I'm in education.
Has any of your kids ever seen any of your like lifts and stuff?
Yeah, that's the coolest part.
What's
like,
their opinions on like, cause they get to a point, like I said, you're probably like you said at 800 in a way.
Yeah.
But imagine like, they probably can't even conceptualize like.
No, they can't. Like it's funny because you tell them 800 pounds, and their scale goes from like 0 to 100 right now. Like the elementary kids, like they're not that
Advanced,
inclined as most of them. So when you hear anything over 100 pounds as an elementary kid, you're like. So when I say 800 pounds, there's just no reaction. It's almost just like a, like, it's the funniest thing. But it's nice because like a lot of them do look up to the fact that I am strong and I do things outside of, you know, being a teacher. And I think it kind of builds that bridge with rapport. But yeah, I feel like this powerlifting stuff, obviously I'm doing it for me, but I'm also doing it for the people that I interact with on a daily basis, whether it's friends, family, the students that I interact with. Like, it impacts, you know? So if I could give someone like something to look forward to, maybe when they get older, or, you know, if someone's seeing like, oh, like he's been through stuff, like he's doing this lifting stuff, like maybe I could do it too. That's like my main purpose, and I've talked about that a lot. Is like I want to give people, you know, my story, not just for documentary series, but like maybe someone will resonate with that, and maybe someone will find passion in the gym or fitness in some sort of realm. That went on a whole crazy tangent, but like I feel so passionate about the gym, bro. Like, you know, it saved me, bro. It saved me.
Shout out the gym.
Shout out the gym.
Shout out the gym.
Shout out Gains, bro.
Facts. Gains in heavy circles.
Yes. I was worried about the IPF rules, and the rules won't be in place until March. I am so happy. I know Russ is pumped.
Oh yeah, no. Russ might come out with like a crazy chain or something like that.
Yeah. I messaged him and I was like, Merry Christmas, bro.
Yeah, that's gonna be insane.
So he's pumped. But I feel like it's so hard to tell someone a month away from the biggest meet of their life, you know, especially like for the newcomers too that haven't experienced Sheffield for what it is, like me, to tell them to not get hype and to put like limitations on what they're wearing. Like, just, it's crazy. I understand why rules are there, but when you're kind of limiting everything in that sense, it's a little like, I'm sorry, but if I'm lifting 800 pounds on my back and I rack the weight and I get 3 white lights, like, don't expect me to just walk off the platform, you know? Like, I'm not gonna chuck my belt. Like, I'm gonna interact with the crowd. So I'm glad that the sanctions are not until March. Give us more time to like kind of adjust to those new rules. But that's really my biggest complaint with the rules, the celebration thing. Obviously, I feel like it's a pretty gray area. I want to say that it's probably more so against, you know, belt throwing and stuff like that. See, it's not my fastest 716, but like the fact that we're taking this on a week 2 and moving it comfortably is a good sign. I think next week it'll be even better. But again, like, we ramp up as we go. I'm happy with that. It's good enough, but every week it's just gonna get better. That's it. Better. Now we got some RDLs, prime the hammies a little bit, and then some quick bench, and we're done. Last one, I'm feeling good. Let's get to that top. Perfect.
If you could have some of the best powerlifters, anybody, actually no, let's not even do powerlifters. Let's do any athlete in the world. Up to 3 athletes, and you basically lead a SBD day, who would you pick? Anybody in the world.
All right. Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
I'm going to take Daniel Cormier.
Oh, that's a good one.
This is kind of a wild card. I'm going to take Hamzat Chimaev.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take him.
That's going to be quite a unique SBD day.
I mean, I got to a point where like 683 to 705, I could hit for a set of 5. And honestly, I think I'm getting to that point where conventional is going to surpass my sumo.
Really?
Yeah. It's starting to feel like I'm getting to that point, and I don't like that because I like to keep building the base with conventional so that my sumo kind of shines, but we'll see. You know, all I care about is pulling something nice on the platform in a few weeks, so if that happens, I'm happy. I don't need to be seeing anything right now, but as long as everything translates, we're good.
Do you get caught up in any numbers, like where it's like, all right, I want to hit this?
Yeah, I do.
What's the magic number?
For pulls, and honestly, anything over 813, which is my old American record that was just beaten like 3 times at SBD Austin. Really, if I just keep stacking the deadlift, even if it's by 5 kilos, 2.5. As long as I'm making progress at some capacity, I'm okay with that. But there's gotta come to like there's gotta be a point where mid 800s is like the staple, whether that's conventional or sumo. I know that people are on the up and coming, so you can't get complacent, you know. And I think that's gonna fuel that next big push for my deadlift, whether that's conventional or sumo. We don't know. We'll find out. You will find out with me.
First attempt does conventional, second attempt does sumo.
Yo, I was thinking about that, like a little hat trick.
That'll be fire.
Yeah, I come out, I'm like, people will be like, what?
There you go. That'll be insane.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. If you're coming to Sheffield and you're watching, you never know. Also, if you're coming to Sheffield and you happen to be there for Media Day or Meet the Athletes Day, come over, come hang out. We'll talk. You know, I got plenty of time under my belt. I love like interacting online, but the thing I'm most excited for is to actually meet the people that support me in person, and that's gonna happen in a few weeks. So if you're seeing this, come by, come visit, take a picture, get a signature, whatever you want.
Got your signature ready?
Yeah, bro. Unlocked.
Did you practice?
Dude, I don't even have to because like I went to Catholic school in 6th grade, so my signature is just like script.
There you go.
Perfect. It's muscle memory at this point. That's it. It's weird to me that literally in 3 weeks' time, we'll be down getting ready for Sheffield 2026. It's crazy.
It's a different time zone. Like this is a ball game,
bro. This is a ball game. This is a ball game. Like the 12 best, just huge dogfight, bro. It's gonna be a battle. But the best thing is that everyone has respect for each other. Like, I think we're gonna hash it out, and you know, whatever happens to the platform happens. But I'm really excited to just sit and be surrounded by like-minded individuals that happen to be in the same position as me, and people that I've obviously looked up to before I got to this point. That's the coolest like full circle story ever. You know, being an outsider watching SBD Sheffield back in the first one, and you know, 3-4 years later, like getting to that point. I think that's one of like my proudest moments in this sport, is just seeing it from the outside and forcing my way in. I tell this to everyone I meet, and you'll probably hear the same thing if you meet me at Sheffield, but you gotta think outside the box. You gotta, you know, take all these limitations that people might put on you and completely disregard them. You gotta be crazy. You know, people are looking at you and they're thinking you're crazy for your goals. You're doing something right. You know, a lot of people are kind of like to me, slow down. You know, like you could do it, but like, is it really realistic? Like, you're wasting your time. You should be focusing on other things. Like, people that meant a lot to me too, telling me that put this to the side, focus on other things. You know, if you really want something, and I'm seeing it now, you will do whatever it takes. You will sacrifice whatever it takes. It doesn't have to be powerlifting. It could be anything, bro, career related, like whatever it may be. You got to go all in, and no matter who tells you, you got to just go. You got to take that leap of faith and trust yourself when everyone else doubts you. And I say this because there's a point where family was advising me to do other things and to maybe put this to the side. And when you have it coming from your own family, which always see things for the best for you, right? Like they want you to do the best. When you have it coming from your own family, it kind of hits a little different. So I'm proud to have shown them that I was right the whole time. First things first, I want to shout out Worker for sending me a whole nice drop this morning. This is my first fit that I'm wearing, and I will say, just not only the quality, but just the actual comfort of the clothing. Never miss. They never miss. I've had a couple of other orders sent to me by them, and again, it's just been never miss. So shout out to Worker. Thank you again. Let's get this workout. So we got bench single, and then we got conventional deadlifts today. So we finish up the week 2. It's gonna be fun. Top single for today, 220 kilos, 485 pounds. Nothing more to be said. Light work. Let's get it in. Oh my God. Yo, get ready for the world record in like 3 weeks. It's happening. It's going down.
That's fire. I hope you know from my perspective that moved like 2 plates. Like that's actually like ridiculous.
Yo, I'm telling you, like, I realized last block when I hit the 585 that my ceiling is so much higher than I actually think it is. And I have to start filling in with that confidence. Because again, like I'm so much more capable than I think I am. And I think, I've been thinking like the last few days, just it's time to have fun. Let's have fun, you know. Stop sulking about the tired feeling. Like everyone's tired, everyone's beat up right now. I'm seeing everyone post about like Ross, all these guys like saying like, oh, I beat the crap. It's time to have fun, you know. Instead of sulking about being tired, let's cook. And I feel good. I feel really good. I keep saying it. It's funny. I watched the first episode that's going to release today, and I'm like, oh, I feel good, and I'm like, oh, I don't feel good. It's a very mixed emotion feel right now, but whew, that moved. We got some back offs. I think the back offs are around 418 pounds or 190 kilos. I got to double check the math, but we're going to flow right into that, get rid of the back offs, and we're going to get right into pulls. Today's fun because we got some conventional deadlifts today, and for what it's worth, conventional has been moving. So the rep work is not boring rep work. Like it was mid fives for most part of World's Prep, but now we're pushing it to the 600s for reps, and it's just feeling great.
That's fine.
I'm feeling strong. Like today I woke up and I was like, I'm strong. So shout out to my nutritionist, Famish Coach, for some of you that don't know. If you're in the market for a nutritionist, specifically for powerlifting, I couldn't recommend him anymore. I mean, he's taken me from 250 plus, like, you know, way out here and only barely totaling 2100 to 20 pounds lighter and totaling 100 pounds more than I was at that time and just feeling healthier. I think that's the biggest thing is the feeling healthy part. Obviously, it's great to be strong and look good, but when you actually get blood work done and your blood work results are improving and you're actually healthy in that capacity, it's a really good feeling. Yeah. So right now, my macro spread, I'm taking in 80 calories a day, so 3,080 calories a day. Carbs, 340. Fats are at 80, and then proteins at 250. So right now, we're kind of in a slight deficit. Not really a deficit, but we're almost kind of slowly losing body weight just to get closer to that 231 mark. But we're not pulling back so hard because, again, we don't want to see performance drop that close. But all I will say is, in the past, it's been very simple for me to just do a little gut cut protocol where the day before the competition, I just reduce my eating, and that's about it. I wake up, and I wake up late. So I assume that that's going to be a similar situation. At most, maybe spitting or a little bit of sauna, but that's nothing that I'm worried about. I've done way worse in the past.
Can you talk about the worst?
The worst was 2022, Istanbul, Turkey. I was doing push-ups, sit-ups. I was jogging in place in the sauna, dude. I was doing everything because my body was holding on to a lot of weight that morning. And so my diet wasn't in check. That was the problem. I was just eating what I wanted to. So there was no consistency. There was no, okay, let's manipulate these carbs, these fats, these proteins. It was like, okay, we just got to work with what we have. And so that lack of knowledge on my own diet made it harder to cut the weight, and I had to go more aggressive. My scale was also off, so that was a bit of a trouble. I think it was like 0.5 over, so I had to make sure that I was like 0.5 underweighing on my scale to make sure I was good. Thank God we found that inconsistency out. But after that cut, I remember just walking into the weigh-in room, and everyone looks calm, comfortable, like chilling. I'm just drenched in sweat. I smell horrendous, and I'm just like, please get me on the scale, sort of a thing. But luckily, you know, my recomp went well. But again, I don't want to have to lose, you know, more than 5 pounds the morning of. That's just a little stressful, and that won't happen again. I know with FAM, we're in a great spot. All right, on the pulls. I also noticed in the first episode where my headphones were just like squishing my face in, and I think that's the funniest thing because I'm just like a cornball when I watch back, but I'm being authentic. Like I'm
It's
weird.
just who you are.
I love it. I love it.
But like, you're like one of the strongest person doing set thing. Think about that. Like,
Yeah, that's true. But like, I'm not gonna mask my personality. So for as cornballish and maybe I don't know what I'm talking about or what I'm saying, just me, man.
That's
Like,
it.
That's it.
unapologetic.
No apologies for that. That was actually a really good set. 606 for a set of 5. Obviously because you're pacing a little faster. Usually it's like a week 3 weight as in recent trends, but again, that moved better than I thought it was going to move. There's seems to be no discomfort in my lower back, which is huge. So we're on to back loss, and I think we're taking about 496 to 507 for 2 sets of 5. So this is where I get like my deadlift exposure from. Obviously RDLs on my primary session, but the reps come from the secondary session with conventional. Again, the intensity is a little more reserved because obviously there's a discrepancy between my sumo and my conventional, but it seems to be that that gap is closing significantly, and conventional is just fun. It's just fun. Like there's no thought process, there's no like, okay, let me make sure my feet are, it's just set up and go. So going into this next week of training, just like the excitement ramps up ever so slightly. We were just having a conversation about goals, and it's funny because like when you get to where you want to be, it's like, where do I go now? And for me, like I personally try to find goals, side quests that I could do within that main course. So obviously 1,000 kilos is that next side quest right now, and then eventually it's going to be that 10 times body weight. But bro, sometimes it's tough, like when you're just in the off season, you're training and you're like, okay, maybe I have a comp in like 5 or 6 months, but it's like I'm so far away from that. It's just I'm doing the same thing over and over and over again. And for me, like there's other things that I want to explore and other sports that I'd like to go and try to see, but I feel like I'm too far deep. So trying to set the precedent and create goals that I can constantly reach for just gives me that satisfaction to stay in the sport. And not that I want to turn my back to powerlifting anytime soon, but some days it's like, am I really, do I have more time? Like, do I really want to keep doing this? So some food for thought, just always set those goals, whether they're kind of crazy or they're just little goals. Always set goals, it'll keep you hungry.
What's up?
What's good?
That's all.
That's
Bro, this guy was like, yo, I'm gonna be on the YouTube video, like, yo, I'm gonna make an appearance, and all he's gotta say is, what's up? How do you introduce yourself?
I'm Thomas. I'm one of Anthony's boys. I'm really excited to show some love and support on his Sheffield journey. He's got the shit in the bag. He's gonna win.
All right, honestly, do you think, all right, quick question. Do you think I actually intentionally gatekept his, like, peak numbers?
Yeah.
Like, I hope people don't think, like, we're actually playing. That was, like, an actually error on my end.
Yeah, so I
don't know if you did intentionally.
No, it wasn't
but
intentionally.
We should do it intentionally.
Any numbers in the last block?
So last block, we squatted 822 pounds.
Come on.
We deadlifted 777 pounds for 2. And we benched 585 pounds.
Right on! Yes! Let's go!
And that's, yeah, we're feeling great. Alright, we're done with squats. We're gonna recoup, get right to the bench. Feeling good enough, you know? We're putting in that work. That's all that matters. I won't speak more. Lower back pump. I can't avoid these things. So we're gonna take like a 2-minute run everyone on the floor. It's nice and cold. It feels good to lay on the floor. Yeah. Honestly, all right. You know what? I gotta get off the floor. My top set moved really well. Usually my week 3s, like my week 2s go really well in terms of top end strength. Some recovered, but then week 3s start to drag again because we build the intensity even more so. And then week 4s usually pop off. So we're right in that same trend, following the same guidelines. So this is a good sign. I think my only issue right now is just my lower back pumps, and my endurance seems to be a little down the tank. But as long as my strength is there, that's all I care about. That's it. Do not drop that on my head, please. Imagine you just like crush me. Don't leave me hanging, man. I would never. Alright.
Buying them and then regrading them. But I'm pretty confident
This is my last warm up, maybe. Maybe 3 reps.
This is your last warm up?
I think so. I'm like, I just want to get right to the point today. Last week was 375 for repeating 5s. So I mean, like if we go 402, it's basically the same thing, right?
Basically.
Right?
Yeah, just take the jump.
Right?
Just take the jump. Yeah.
418, 190 kilos for sets of 5. I tucked my shirt in because good quality measure, so I'm not like slipping and sliding. Sometimes when it bunches up, I like spaz out. So one-handed bench press going on over there. Boom. Yeah, I don't want to hear about anyone's excuses. You see that? One hand, one arm.
There's the real beast right here.
Yeah.
There's the real beast.
People make every excuse in the book, right? Oh, too tired, too busy, too whatever. Watch that. Watch that and tell me your excuse. I'm not saying it has to be get in the gym, but do something for yourself, you know? Like, come on, do something. What's up, kid?
Also, saw the podcast drop.
What's up?
The podcast drop.
Yo, King of Lifts podcast, go check it out. It's linked on King of Lifts Spotify and YouTube, and it is in my story now, but it'll probably be gone by the time the video's out. Definitely will be gone. So just go right to the King of Lifts Spotify, go give it a listen. I open up a little bit about my story, my past, not the entirety, but a good portion, and really for the purpose of, you know, branching out and trying to give others who might be in the situation that I was some strength. It wasn't the easiest thing. It wasn't just like kind of ready to talk about it, but I knew that it had to happen. And honestly, doing that podcast was like the best therapy session I had in my life, because I was able to open up about the past that I was, you know, almost burdened to be embarrassed or ashamed about. And once I just, you know, put a lot of it out on a podcast nonetheless, I just felt free of, you know, that burden. So it was good for me, but I know it'll be better for people that are going through it right now. And that's the biggest point of that podcast, to open up for other people. So let me know, like if you're someone that is struggling, my DMs are always open on Instagram. Message me, please. I've gotten so many nice, you know, messages from people who have listened to the SBD Sheffield video and now with the podcast. People that are going through it too, and so we're all creating that gap, you know. There's no reason to go through things alone. You know, you have so many people to reach out to, and don't be afraid for reaching out. You know, it's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength, and it's a sign that you care about yourself. So that's all I gotta say. Let's get into it. That's it for the Monday session. Honestly, the recap's gonna be kind of short on this day, just because it's the layup session. It's cool because I never really documented this sort of day in depth, but my trend is usually this day, the closer we get to a meet, almost becomes my worst day. Like we kind of almost want. In the off season, however, usually is my strongest day. So there's like almost like a complete switch in terms of how I feel on each day. But I'm honestly, like, for what it's worth, not disappointed in the session. I mean, I've moved 650 10 times better, probably 20, 30 times. But about like how I'm looking and how I'm feeling, besides tired after the session, we're right where we need to be. So with that being said, see you all on Thursday's episode, or part 2 of this episode. And that's gonna be a fun one. We got 750 for squats, 738 for deadlifts, and benches, whatever we feel like on the day. So we'll see you all then.
You want to do the YouTuber transition where you just push the camera?
Yeah. So like, what am I nudging it?
Yeah. So you go 3, 2, 1, just push it.
Boom. Welcome to Thursday's video. We're feeling good. Got the 110 focus capsules. I have not taken my dose yet, but that'll be done now. Anyway, SBD today, we got 750 on squats, 738 on pulls, and bench probably about 463. So one more week, man, of just training, and that's that. So without further ado, I mean, we're gonna get right to it. Thanks for tuning into this video, this part of the video. Let's get it done. Hey. What's up, man? How are you? What's up?
Let's say hi to YouTube.
Hi.
Let's say hi YouTube.
Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good.
Let's go!
Nice.
Easy.
That was easy.
Move next.
Yeah, so top single, 750. Back offs. I think I got 200 kilos for a set of 4, so.
I see you got the singlet on this time,
Bro, got the singlet on.
So you're like week 3. Usually, like when I was really like in the depths of powerlifting, we always waited for PRs and peak week singlet.
Yeah, I think this is a different scenario where now it's like 2 weeks out from the biggest meet of my life, and the singlet's just got to be out.
There you go.
You know,
I'm like in the red. The red is setting the tone.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, I don't know, it's just a vibe.
That's at a side too.
Yeah, bro.
Second day of the week, I got bench straight. I need to go through. It's like, you know, it's so like since then. End up just one set of deadlift and then all, you know, or the original. Just need 5% on something. It was like you had to justify why they were so much more. 12% sacrifice. Dude, it was one of the funniest ever. Like 15 or less. We don't do 20%. And the movie is still top tier.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Hi, Kara.
Those focus caps are kicking in now.
They're kicking in.
Perfect, that's good. Move that over closer. Just a little bit. Perfect. Good. Thank you.
Got you, brother.
Perfect. Let's get it.
Come on, Ed.
anticlimactic.
What was that about?
I don't know. I like just shot up or something.
You good?
That was like, I'm like startled because that moved so fast.
That was a
One more week to go. Well, we got bench first, but honestly, like last warm up felt like dog water. Top single moved more than desirably. That's just how powerlifting goes, I guess. But now we're gonna kind of cycle into RDLs, get the hamstrings some exposure and load, and we're gonna bench. I mean, I'm so dialed right now. I don't even really have any words. Next week will be better, it has to be. And that's it. It is busy in this gym. Tonight was like, almost like, I was just like, everyone was everywhere, so I was just like, all over the place. But, great session. Also, shout out to the man behind the camera. He's here on his birthday.
Thank you.
I was like, yo, you don't have to come, like spend the day. He's like, no. He's like, gotta be there for the primary day. Like that's respect. So happy birthday.
Thank you.
It's gonna be posted after his birthday, so happy belated birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
And I can't wait to get him out of here so he can go home, relax, spend his birthday night right. So we'll probably get this bench done within a half hour, and that'll be that. Great session so far.
You're doing your thing.
Yeah, pulls are feeling better.
This is literally the best week. This is the best week.
Yeah,
There's no like denying it.
this is hands down the best video, the best lifts, and despite it not feeling that way, going back and looking at the footage, getting better and better. We're ramping up. I feel like I got hit by a Mack truck, stood up, and a crane ball just came and just knocked me back down. And I'm getting back up again, but by this time next week, I'll be kind of like buried in the ground by something else. We're on a back offs now, kind of prime that bench. And that's really it for the week 3. Nothing really to say other than one more week. One more week to really solidify everything, to get my last touches in before the competition, and to really build that confidence on the barbell. This week was better than my usual week 3 performances in the past. But again, I think I would like a little bit more out of my squat next week. And I'm not necessarily saying for me to feel good under my squat, but I would like to see a little more explosiveness out of the hole, and a little more confidence. But I think that'll be there. So that's really about it. Let's get these back offs in and get out of here. Wrist tendonitis sucks. Oh. I broke this wrist like back in middle school. And every once in a while I get these crazy flare-ups. Usually like in a meet prep or when I'm training heavy, but it just like cripples everything. But it usually goes away within a day or two, so it's not a big deal.
Has it ever affected you during meet day?
No.
Okay.
No, usually with a nice taper and deload, I'm feeling fresh, but it's just like this where we've been pushing for a long time. It flares up. Right now, I just feel it running through my elbow and hurts.
Are you keeping up with any of like the lifters and like I know we saw Russ's 821 like that?
Yeah, that's nuts.
That was insane.
That's insane. Russ just keeps coming out with these crazy he's gonna cook. He's gonna cook. I'm excited because the one thing that sucks, I want to spectate this meet as much as I want to compete. I want to see what everyone does. I want to see everyone get hyped. I know everyone's been working so hard, but obviously I gotta be there and compete. So
Yeah.
I'm just excited.
That's gonna be dope.
I'm just so excited.
Everyone is cooking right
Yo, like seeing Russ squat 821, like for him to be 93 and doing that, it just like made me realize that, you know, a low 8 or even like a mid 8 squat, it's just not acceptable anymore. So he like pushed that bar up, and now I know that I need more. But on the other side, to see him do that, and to have that confidence to really defy everything the 93 kilo class was doing in the squats, it's so awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to beat Russ.
now. Yeah, it's gonna be insane.
That's a wrap. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Sorry for the lack of communication. I think even for today, I was talking a decent amount. Next week is the last week before we hit the road to Sheffield. Man, like, not that I've been really tallying days off, but just continuing to creep up and creep up and creep up. And I don't even know, like, I'm excited, but I'm also anxious and nervous. And like, speaking authentically, I feel more anxious than excited right now. But that's just how I am. Obviously, like, I guess putting the pressure on myself, but more so the anxiety for just how the performance is going to go. Obviously, it won't be in my control. Whatever happens in the day happens in the day, but we got to be ready to execute. And I think no matter what happens, as long as I know I did the best that I can do, nothing will take that away. Like, I don't care if I get dead last, but if I did the best that I could do with what I was dealt with, then I'm thankful. I am happy. And of course, you know, it wouldn't be, I'm not gonna lie, like, of course it'd be a sore thumb a little bit if you don't win or place, but at the end of the day, I did the best that I could. But if I go in and I kind of just like mentally check out halfway through and I just throw in the towel, that's not acceptable, you know? I couldn't live with that. So anyway, one more week of this, and then it's game time. We get on that plane and we go. Like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on, and get ready for the week 4.